Welcome, everyone. This is so exciting to see you again. Thank you for joining in. I want to start by asking you a question. Are you tired of Google searching or asking ChatGPT for legal answers to your business ideas or questions? Have you been borrowing templates from mentors or coaches or friends or other fools, as we call them? But you are now taking your business to the next level. And so that next level requires not just the next level of you, but of your integrity, including of the legal side of your business. Because you want to feel protected, both personally and the assets that you are creating, that you are developing. And because at the end of the day, you want to build a scalable offer that is legal and compliant and gives rise to no liabilities to you as a business owner. So in this live session, I want to walk you through the legal foundations of online marketing. I really wanted to take a step into online marketing and dig a little bit deeper into this area, because I think it's really indispensable to all of us as online marketers. Now, who is this session for? And what do I mean by online marketers? This is for you if you are a solopreneur, a business owner, or a co-founder in a startup. If you are offering services B2C or B2B, from consulting and advisory and coaching and training, or educational services to social media management or marketing or branding agency, but also to software or platform as a service. This is for you also if you are running an e-commerce platform, selling products, digital or physical. I've worked with fashion houses or handmade and creative goods, but also digital products such as courses or educational material, templates, etc. This is for you also if you are offering your services or your products through an online or multi-channel manner, right? And finally, if you are targeting customers or clients within the European Union. Hi, I'm Olivia Marcu-Iordanescu. I'm an international attorney at law, and I partner with online marketers to streamline their legal processes so they can confidently lead their businesses into their next level of growth. Now, let's break it down. Sweet and short and very, very simple. There are 5 legal main things to be really, really careful about when you are building the legal foundation of your online business. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be that you are exclusively selling online your services or products. It may be that you have a hybrid format or you are offering multi-channel, irrespective. And in this first session, I want to start with the basics. We are going to dig deeper into this as we move forward into the weeks. And I do encourage you that you leave me either a comment on today's live or send me a DM, as you wish, into what would be those specific areas that you would like to dig deeper into when it comes to online marketing, to digital marketing. But today we start with the basics, with the very, very foundational elements of any digital marketing business. Good. There are 5, like I said. First of all, it has to do with setting up a legal entity. Secondly, it's the name. Third is the website. Fourth, we're going to look at privacy. And fifth, we're going to look at agreements. Now, the legal entity, it is crucial as an online marketer, as a business operating in the online space, in the digital space, that you incorporate a company, typically a limited liability entity, because, first of all, this will separate liability, your personal liability, from the liability of the entity that you are setting up. Secondly, you want to have a segregation of assets. So whatever you are holding privately as a person, you want to have separated from your business. This is ABC, right? Basic. And I always go back to this very basic principle, because I know in the beginning it can be overwhelming and challenging to think about all these legal aspects, and this somehow slips away. The other thing that may happen is, in respect to setting up a legal entity and limiting your liability as the founder of this online marketing business, is that there are a lot of people involved with you in the beginning who may or may not be co-founders with you or working in different capacities. And so at the end of the day, you also want to set the record straight here and make sure you are clear who has what role, and whether they are going to be in this legal entity a co-founder with you, a partner, and how things are going to go moving forward. I'm going to move forward from this, and like I said, make sure to send me a DM or leave me a message, a comment, if this is a topic that interests you in particular, if this is something that you are struggling with when it comes to building an online marketing company. Why? Because I'm sure there are many situations where, and I've seen them in practice, of course, you may be based in one jurisdiction, your partner may be in another country, and so the question arises, what is the best jurisdiction for us to incorporate a company? And I can help you with that, but I don't want to dwell into that, because this would be a next step conversation that we are going to look at in these live sessions, in this series of sessions. The second foundational element is the name. What do I mean by that? So I know we hear a lot in the online and offline space, people talking about branding and trademarking and trade names, and there is a wealth of names there, and it's oftentimes confusing to distinguish between them and to really get clear on, okay, is my company name my trademark? Is my company name my brand? What is my brand? How do I build that? And so on. I don't want to build an entire branding strategy with you in this session, but if we stick to the basics, what I really want you to take away and keep in mind is the following. The legal entity that you will be setting up in the first step, will have a trade name, a company name, which may or may not have something to do with your trademark and your brand. So I don't want you to get hung up on, I cannot incorporate my company yet. I cannot set up my limited liability entity yet, because I don't have a name yet. The branding agency is working on it. It's not finalized. We don't have the logo. No. Strike all of that. Excuses. And it doesn't matter. Set up the company. You can have whatever name you want for the company. And then you can take the time to work on your trademark and your brand and so on. Like I said, we're not going to dig now into branding strategy, but I will say this. It is important as a next step after you've incorporated your company, and as soon as you are clear on the offering, on whether or not you are going to be offering a specific service or a specific product, or whether you will have a core offering, yeah, in your business, and have that trademarked. Have a logo created for that and start building a brand around that. And this is all I'm going to say in this session. Again, if this is a topic that interests you, branding strategy, because we can talk about personal branding and how do we intertwine the personal branding with the company branding and so on, or the product and so on. So things can be complex. But if this is a topic, for instance, that interests you as an online marketer, do let me know, and we can have a separate session on this. Third is your website. Your website is many things. Gone are the days when our websites were only a business card, so to say, right? A presentation page where people can come in and find out who's on the team, yada, yada, yada. No, we are now talking about sales pages and funnels, and things have gotten really, really, I wouldn't say complicated, but they have evolved, right? And so you may end up in a situation where you actually have several websites. If you are, for instance, creating different funnels as an online marketer, and that's fine. What I do want you to keep in mind here is that from a legal point of view, it's super important that all your websites, all your pages have terms of use, have privacy notices, have cookie policies. And if you are collecting personal data from people, then you need to be compliant with privacy rules. And this brings us into the fourth legal foundational element, which is privacy. I want you to think of privacy in your business as something that is foundational, not just in the way you are collecting, processing data, yada, yada, yada. No, but in the way you are building your offer, you are structuring your goods or services, you are creating workflows within your organization, you are relating to people that you come into contact with. Privacy is something that if you have the proper training and at least a minimum knowledge around education, understanding of the principles around it, should be there at the creational step of your offering, of your business relationships, of your relationships with your staff, with your freelancers, and so on. So again, if there are any specific questions you have around your website and what it should contain, or around your privacy approach policy in your business, do reach out. Let me know as specific as possible your questions. Other than that, you can always find legal templates on spotlegal.io. For instance, we have website terms bundle available. We have privacy bundles available. And more recently, I've launched a privacy compliance program for small businesses, which I think is just a brilliant opportunity for you to get educated and to start dealing with your business from a privacy perspective as a foundation. Yeah, we say by design, by default, right? Finally, fifth is your agreements. And under agreements, first of all, I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to have written agreements with all of your business partners. I know there is a misconception that if we are online marketers, it's going to be more difficult to enforce such agreements, and this couldn't be any more false. There's been a lot of evolution with national courts around enforcing small claims, specific claims. I do not encourage you in any shape or form to not have your agreements in writing and signed. I know there are a lot of questions that arise here around, do I need a qualified signature, electronic signature when I sign a contract remotely? I'm going to say, because I'm a lawyer, but truly because it is so, that it depends. But in most cases, a remote signature through a DocuSign or, I don't know, Adobe or whatever is going to suffice. So don't use that as an excuse not to sign contracts. And yes, again, I do encourage you as a legal foundation for you as an online marketer to have contracts in place with your team of freelancers, with your remote team, with your business partners, with your clients or customers. In some cases, specifically so for customers, this may be the terms of service on your website, or if you are an e-commerce platform, the terms of use that you have there, or if you are a software as a service, it's going to differ a little bit. I do encourage you, if you haven't done anything in this respect, or you've been copy pasting things from Dr. Google, to buy the legal templates on spotlegal.io. You will find there the most frequent agreements that you will need as an online marketer in your business. I'm happy to customize these for you. Don't hesitate. Do reach out. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you again in a couple of weeks. Make sure to send over any comments or questions that you have on the 5 legal foundational elements for online marketers to build and grow their business. Thank you.